Yes, children, so we learned about hills, mountains, plains, valley, isn't it? Yes, let's see what is the next. Desert. Desert is an area with very little or no rainfall. Yes, desert. Desert is an area with very little or no rainfall. So no rain in the desert, very less, because no rain, no water, isn't it? Yes. It is covered with sand and rocks. You can see the image here. See the desert full of sand. So it is covered with sand and some rocks. Very few plants and animals are found here. We can see very few plants and animals because of no rain, no water. People cannot live there. So plants also couldn't survive. Means plants, animals also couldn't grow because no water. How they live? So no plants, no animals, no people. Okay, so we can see one animal there always in the desert. In the image itself, we can see that animal. Which animal it is? Yes, it is a camel. Camel is an animal that we can see in desert. In desert, we can see this animal. It is a desert animal, or we can say ship of the desert. Camel is called ship of the desert. Why, you know? Because it is the only animal we can see in the desert which carry things, which carry people also. So it is called the ship of the desert. Only camel, this animal, can live in desert without taking water. Camel can live without water for many days. So camel can survive, or camel can live in desert because it can live without water. But we cannot live without water. Plants also need water. All other animals also need water to live. So we cannot see any other animal in the desert. And plants, only one type of plant grows there. That plant name is cactus. C-A-C-T-U-S. This plant grows in desert. But we cannot see any other plant in desert because of no rainfall, no water, so no plants, animals and people. It is made up of full of sand and rock. Yes, that is about desert. Next, forest is a large area covered with many trees. See the image? Full of trees, isn't it? Covered with thick trees, we say. It is forest. It's a large area. Forest is a large area covered with full of trees. Actually, it is a home for animals. In forest, we can see many animals. It is a home for animals. Different types of animals, birds and insects are found here. In forest, full of trees, covered with full of trees, thick forest. Yes, we can see different types of, different kinds of animals. King of the forest, king of the jungle, lion, tiger, wolf, fox, elephant, deer, bear. Many animals we can see in the forest. Many birds we can see there. Many insects lives there. Yes, that is forest. It is another land form. Next, yes, water bodies. Okay, so we learned about different landforms. Afterwards, we'll come to water bodies. Yes, still now we were learning about different landforms. Earth is divided into land and water. So about land we were learning now still, isn't it? Land is divided into different landforms. These landforms are hills, plains, mountains, valley, forest, desert. These are different landforms. Yes, hills are highland, we say. Highland is called hills, isn't it? Yes, highland, isn't it? Hills are highland. Highlands are hills. Hills are highlands, isn't it? Yes. So they are made up of rocks. Weather is very pleasant, so nice weather, good weather. The climate is so good there throughout the year. Then we learnt about very high hills. Very high hills, or it is called mountains. Another landform, mountains. Very high hills are mountains. Mountains are covered with snow. Mountains are covered with snow. Snow melts. It melts and forms water. It forms water, then form rivers. Isn't it? Yes. Then we learned about plains. Plains are large area and flat area with flat surface. Large flat area, it is plains. And the land here on this land, people grow crops, people lives here. Then the area between hills and mountains. Between hills and mountains, between hills and mountains, we can see an area. An area is there. That is actually what? Valley. V-A-L-L-E-Y. Valley is the area between hills and mountains. Valley looks so beautiful. The land is fertile. Valley, the land is fertile. F-E-R-T-I-L-E means soil is very good. So we can grow crops, trees, fruits, wheat, rice, whatever we can grow there. So valley is so beautiful with full of trees, plants. People also live here. Yes, that is valley. Then we learned about, yes, desert. Desert means full of sand. It's made up of sand and rocks. And no rainfall or very little rain here in the desert. So no plants, animals or people we can see in desert because of no rain, no water. Water is very, very less there. Yes. Then we learned about the large area with covered with full of trees. Yes, it's forest. Full of trees, isn't it? Yes, covered with full of trees and different kinds of animals. Birds, insects we can find here in forest. So these are the different landforms. We learned different landforms: hills, mountains, plains, valley, desert, forest. These are the different landforms. Earth is divided into land and water. About land we learnt now. Different landforms we learnt now. Now we will learn about water bodies. So earth has land and water. Maximum part of area of earth is full of water. So water bodies in the form of seas, river, lakes, oceans. These are water bodies. So we will learn these now. Okay? Yes, now water bodies. Water bodies. Yes, water bodies means water bodies. Water bodies, 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Most of the part of the earth is covered with water. Lakes, rivers, oceans and seas are all water bodies. Yes. When the snow on the high mountains melts into water, This water forms a stream. Stream means what? A small river, a small narrow river. Many streams join to form a river. Actually, we know on the top of mountains are filled with snow. Mountains are filled with snow. So snow melts. It forms water. It's melt into water. This water actually they form a stream. First they form a stream, S-T-R-E-A-M. They form a stream. Stream is a narrow small river it is. And many streams, all streams join together to form a river. All streams join together to form a river. So river is the first water body we are learning. Mountains filled with snow. Snow melts into water and it forms stream, and all the streams join together to form a river. All small rivers join together to form a big river. Next is a lake. Lake is a large water body or body of fresh water surrounded by land. Yes, lake. What is a lake? Yes, lake is a large body of fresh water. You can see the image there. It contains fresh water. Lake contains fresh water. It's surrounded by land. Land will be the surroundings. Land will be there. And in the lake we can see fresh water. It's a large body of fresh water surrounded by a land. We can see small lake in the place where we live, isn't it? Yes. So land is surrounding it. We can see a small lake somewhere. Yes. A large body of water is called sea. Sea is a large water body. So sea, a large water body. A large water body is what? Sea. Yes, sea. S-E-A. Sea is a large water body. Sea water is salty. Water in the sea or sea water is how it tastes, you know, salty. S-A-L-T-Y, salty. It has salt taste. We cannot drink that water because it is salt taste or salty. We cannot use it for drinking. Yes, so a large water body, big. It is sea. Have you seen a sea? S-E-A-C. It's a large water body. Yes, full of water, but water is salty. We cannot drink it. We cannot use it for drinking. A very large water body, a very large body of water is called an ocean. So ocean is bigger than sea. Very large water body we say. Very large water body is oceans. Oceans. O-C-E-A-N-S. They are bigger than seas. Sea, isn't it? Yes. Large. Sea itself is large. So ocean is bigger than sea. It is bigger than a sea. There are 5 main oceans on the earth. So we have 5 main oceans. So very large water body is ocean. Oceans, they are bigger than sea actually, and we have 5 main oceans. That different names are there for the oceans. 5 major or 5 oceans are there. You will learn about these 5 oceans in bigger higher classes. Okay, next in your next class. Okay, now you are in 2nd class, isn't it? When you go to 3rd, 4th and 5th, you will learn more about this oceans. So there are 5 main oceans on earth. As children, we learned about water bodies. So earth is divided into land and water. We learned first about land forms. Now we were learning about again afterwards we learned about water bodies. So which are the water bodies? Yes, most part of the earth are covered with water, isn't it? Yes. Like in water bodies. Water bodies means in the form of rivers, lakes, oceans, seas. Yes, so mountains are filled with snow. Snow melt into water and it forms stream, small streams join together to form a river. So river is the first water body we learned. Then we learned about lake. Lake is a large body of fresh water. It has fresh water. It's a freshwater lake, we say, surrounded by land. Then we learned about a large water body. Yes, it is called sea. But it's a large water body, but the water is salty. It is salt in taste. We cannot use it for drinking. Then we learned about the larger water body than sea, bigger than sea. They are oceans, O-C-E-A-N-S. Oceans are very large water body. They are bigger than sea, isn't it? Yes, so there are 5 major oceans. About that you will learn in higher class. Okay, so these are the water bodies: river, lake, sea, ocean. These are all water bodies of earth. Earth is divided into land and water. There are different land forms like hills, mountains, valleys, plains, forests, deserts. And also there are water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans. Isn't it? Yes. Earth has changed a lot over the years. Year by year, Earth is getting much changes. What are these changes? Man has made many changes to Earth. Yes, man is living in the Earth. We are living in the Earth. So man is making many changes on Earth. Is it good or bad? Let's see. Man has made many changes to Earth to fulfill his need for food, shelter, clothing and traveling. See, man, our needs, which are our basic needs? We need food to live. We need water to drink. We need house to live, that is shelter. We need clothes to wear. So these are the basic needs of a human being, of people. People need all these things to live: food, water, shelter, clothing, everything. So for these things, man, what he has done some changes on earth. Some of the man-made changes. Let us see which are the changes made by man on earth. Man has made big buildings in cities and towns. Yes, in city you have gone to city. You are in city maybe now. Some are living in towns or cities. Okay, so there we can see big buildings. So who built that? Man built all these buildings. Why? For them to live. Day by day people are increasing. People are more. They need house to live. So they are building houses, flats. So big buildings. Day by day, year by year. Buildings are getting more, building more. So man has made big buildings in cities and towns. Man has made canals, dams and bridges over rivers. You can see the image of dam. Yes, image of a bridge, image of a canal. Yes. Who built all these things, you know? Yes, man built all these things to fulfill his needs, for him actually, isn't it? He has made canals, he has made dams, he made bridge over the river, he made bridge so that vehicles can go, people can pass through it. Yes. Then man has set up factories to make different things. He made factories, companies, industries, factories to make many things. For that he made factories. Then man has laid roads and railway tracks to travel. Now we have roadway to travel. On road there are many vehicles, full of vehicles, everyday traffic jam. That many vehicles are there on the road. Then railway tracks By train we are traveling long distance. If we want to go long distance, we use train. For train to travel in train is moving on railway tracks. Train runs on railway tracks. Railway tracks are made by man so that train can move. Road also made by man so that vehicles can move. Vehicles can run. Man has cleared forest to make fields, to grow crops. Yes, finally he cut forest. Cutting forest is not a good thing, isn't it? But going on every year, forests are getting cut. Why? The forests are getting cleared. Means cutting of forest is getting nowadays so more. Why? For the land, so that he can grow crops, wheat, rice. Many plants he can grow. He can build many buildings there. Yes, for that purpose, people are clearing forest. So these are the changes made by man on earth. Now you say these changes are good or bad?